Welcome Junior Tuckies, my name is Mrs. Ramlal. Thank you for watching my videos on plant tissues. There are 4 theory videos and 1 exam video in a series of 5 videos, and this is the 3rd of the theory videos on vascular tissue. Now, vascular tissue is also known as conducting tissue, but rather get used to the word vascular tissue. It's a more correct term. In a plant, there are 2 types of vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Xylem transports water and mineral salts from the roots to the stem and the leaf, and phloem transports organic food from the leaves to the stem and the roots. Now, xylem is made up of the 2 main parts, vessels and xylem tracheids. Fibers and parenchyma you've already done. They are only known as xylem fibers and parenchyma because they're near the xylem. We've already touched on parenchyma and sclerenchyma fibers in the other videos. Now, let's look at the main type of vessels, the main type of xylem. Xylem vessels and xylem tracheids. Now, this is a vessel. A vessel is just like a straw, where it will have a cross wall, and then eventually this cross wall will disappear to form one continuous wall. Now, this picture that you see here, these are the different thickenings. Now, this tissue is even thickened with lignin. So this spiral and this annular ring, though, that's lignin. So the wall is lignified as well as it has these thickenings as well. So this is one of the most important tissues. Transports water. So if this plant does not get water, the plant will die. So this tissue has to be lignified and it's thickened with lignin. So it's very, very well protected. If you can see, this tissue is obviously hollow, so allow water to pass through, and this tissue is non-living. The tissue is non-living. If the tissue was living, it would use up the water and take too long for water to reach the other parts of the cell, and by that time the plant could dehydrate. So these are the xylem vessels. Now, this is all of the work that you need to know. This is the theory. I've included that. In the xylem, you will also have pits. Now, pits are also holes. There are holes also found on the sides of the vessel. And as water is traveling upwards, the water also needs to travel sideways. So the pits are there for lateral transport of water. Right, so that is xylem vessels. Now, tracheids, if you look at this picture here, tracheids taper towards the end. And when a tracheid tapers towards the end, if you can see here, the tracheid has a cross wall. Now, vessels don't have that cross wall. And in that cross wall, there are pits, holes that allow water to travel from one tracheid to another. So that's the major difference between a tracheid and a vessel. Now, so that is xylem. Xylem fibers are basically sclerenchyma fibers. Now, I told you in a previous video that xylem is very important. So fibers are there to support the xylem. Parenchyma will also be around the xylem, and it's there for storage of starch and oil. Right, let's get down to phloem. There are 2 main parts of the phloem, sieve tube elements, companion cells. Then you get phloem fibers and parenchyma. This is a longitudinal section. So this is the sieve tube. The long part is the sieve tube. This is the companion cell. It is this companion cell's nucleus that keeps this sieve tube alive. There's your sieve plate with perforations. Now, phloem transports organic food, and the organic food transports downwards. So the perforations are there to prevent any blockages in the phloem. So the phloem is made up of the sieve tube, which is elongated, and the companion cell keeps the sieve tube alive, as the companion cell nucleus is connected to the sieve tube and it keeps it alive. It's in connection with the cytoplasm. If the sieve tube had a nucleus, it would take up too much space and it will transport less organic food. Now, you also get phloem parenchyma. The phloem parenchyma is there for transporting of food, and then the phloem fibers are also there for strengthening the phloem. Thank you for joining me on my video on vascular tissues. Join me on for my other videos as well. Thank you.